there viewers, Sun Service here, back with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as Portugal. And yes, we finally have an alliance with the British that haven't cost us money, which is good. 4 large centre-line guns, although we already had 5 large centre-lines, so that's a bit useless. In 5 turns' time, we're finally getting oil, which, spoiler alert, we're many, many years too late on getting. We're currently finishing repairs to Manuel 2. The Avocado ship is catching up to Sepultura in terms of how close to construction completion the ship is. The rest of the fleet is almost back to Porto. It's going to be another turn. We have, in Belém, we have both of our captured enemy vessels. I'm going to be mothballing them. The Chinese one especially. The Japanese one, I haven't got the opportunity to refit her yet. And that opportunity will be coming along in probably about a year or so of in-game time. But that's a ship we've captured off the Japanese, because the Japanese lost against us. Simple as that. But I think this episode is going to be mostly refits, rebuilds, with maybe a new destroyer design, because we kind of do need destroyers. Like, I'm kind of waiting for oil in some format before we... Transport losses... Yep. So finally the fleet's home. We can tell because everyone is in for repairs. well, basically everyone is in for repairs. So we are putting another temporary halt on the construction. The victory is going to be waiting a turn for its repairs to start because, well, we don't have the dockyard size to repair the entire fleet all at once. Yep, got the better. You just obsolete the turret cruiser. Honestly, I can't wait for battle cruisers. Like, the battle cruisers can't come soon enough. Right, continue the construction of those two. Well, the repair of the Victory and the construction of that ship. 80% research budget is easy without bankrupting me, which is good. So we got the Victory's repairs for 2 turns, and then once the Victory is repaired, we can continue the construction of Sepultura, and once Sepultura and the Magellan come out, we are going to well, we are going to begin mass refit of the fleet. Yeah. So it's the 1 month until oil driven. The Victory is out of repairs, which is good. I think maybe I can start the Mozambiques in there. What do you call it? It's their refits. Now? Like, maybe? I don't know yet. Nine! Well, we're allied with the British. Refuse to comply. Oh God. Oh my God, this is throwing my plans down the drain instantaneously. Sepultura, immediate construction continuation. Okay, so Germany is a risk in the Black Sea, so I'm going to send this fleet into the Black Sea. Because we need to take Georgia. We need to take Georgia fast. Maybe as our control of Azerbaijan and southern Russia might help a bit. Like, maybe we could start our own land invasions, but I'm not entirely convinced on that front. Policies. The German fleet. Okay, the German fleet isn't actually as big bad as I thought they were. Although our fleet over here hasn't got enough tonnage. Hasn't got enough tonnage to go deal with Tsingtao, though. You're only like 23,000 tons. You're not the full 25 needed to start invasions. We got no one there. I know who we can send. He's gonna need a couple months to commission, but Mr. China can prepare himself for combat. I say combat. He's gonna be sent back to China essentially, but to go take Tsingtao from Germany. Jiangzhou Bay, Tsingtao. Oh. Is that essentially Caracciolo? Okay, Byzantine. We don't have the money to share, but yeah. Okay, so we found the Zahagen, Lutzer, München, and a couple others. Oh yeah, I was seeing that it's like Admiral isn't in service, but then I'm like, oh yeah, she's ceremonially active for ceremonial reasons. Okay, so I can't really be like, oh yeah, Zahagen's an old dreadnought, we're gonna definitely destroy her, because I'm just also realizing that we have pretty much everyone here is old pre-dreadnoughts of my fleet. Yes, I guess you could say we have Impero. Impero is the complete opposite of old and a pre-dreadnought. She's a dreadnought, but Impero still has her quirks, shall we say. Her quirks, her weaknesses, and some of her quirks and weaknesses have been put onto the Magellan, whilst my ship, the Sepultura's got a lot. It's got a more improvement focus. Like yes, we're a low caliber gun, but like more heavily armored, more guns, main guns. That is more speed as well. So the Lutzau's the first ship we spot, and already I feel sorry for the Lutzau. A 7.3-inch single mount as your main gun. I feel sorry. And there's Zahagan. Zahagan is actually on paper better. I think more on par with our early pre-Dreadnoughts. So Botafogo, Botafogo, Angola, and Manuel 2. While I think Pedro Alvarez, the Victory, and definitely the Impero are better than her. Oh, Lutzo took a 14-inch salvo, and that ended her. That ended her existence before she could even do any more. The crew of Lutzow probably didn't even have time to identify where the mass amount of flooding was coming from before they were either overwhelmed or had to abandon ship. Okay, you penned through the 5-inch belt. Right, Impero, I want you to start angling because of... because of Zahagan's shells. Go to 7.7 knots, which is cruise speed. Well, cruise speed for the entire fleet, which would then improve accuracy across the entire fleet. And here was me thinking that Germany was going to be the big bad. Then I saw their low fleet numbers, so I'm like, what happened? They are still being somewhat big baddie, because... Oh my... I'm just realising those ships there have got torpedoes, and they're penetrating through the 5-inch belt of Impero. Right, I need to detach the Impero. Attach the Impero, have the other guys go at speed and give Impero a bit of a break. Oh shit. I hate it. I'm gonna hate it if we lose Impero, but this is a big but. We're actually as much as I would hate losing her, we're in a placement where replacements for her are going to be here sooner rather than later. So, well, yes, losing Impero is going to be a big, big blow. It's not going to be as bad as it could have been. So yeah, it's Impero gone. But Zahagan's also going to go down, which is good. I've mismanaged this again. What the? Let me back in the... Bollocks. Oh well. Okay. You know, now I think I might have to purposely send Impero to a death. To a death, just so then we... Okay. We don't have the money to share. We do, however. Had the cruisers to kill. Although this time we're keeping a proper distance. And I'm probably going to leave Impero at the back. Okay. So Impero is leading again. Right, I want you guys to follow there. You lot are running away. At Impero. Good news for you is, I'm not going to be such an idiot this time. It was 11. Here's the thing though, 11.3-inch guns were getting through 15 inches of main belt. What do normal 11s go through? Alvera's is probably the better. Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to have penetrated our belt with the guns. Or at least not Pero's belt. We were getting hits within our citadel that were penetrating. Okay, that's why. That's why their 11.3s can at roughly 2,000 meters, 2 kilometers, hit us. Hit us and penetrate. So we're keeping our distance. Okay. Right. We're keeping our distance in Zahagan because we know how fatal Zahagan is. Okay. Right, so yeah, we're pounding Zahagen from a distance. Again, always better to be cautious with, especially with the fact as well that Zahagen can penetrate us. My slight problem is as well, because I just went 14 inch straight away, it's the 14 inch Mark 1s, and so Impero isn't actually that great with accuracy nor penetration herself, unless we get into closer ranges, and we need to be in those. We need to be in about the range that they can. Impero's guns can penetrate through 14 inch, which is around 4,000 meters, 4 kilometers. Or we could get a hit like that that's gone into the 7 inch gun and then also hit this, also set off the 7 inch magazine from that. Which then those wing turreted magazines would then cause flooding damage on Zahagen. Who got the hit that they've dealt against us? Not the victory. It's a cruiser, isn't it? Floor. Yeah, it's what the cruiser at the rear of the formation. Reducing speed. Now we're getting hits in on Zahagen. And Zahagen isn't actually getting us this time, which is all the better. Need to get hits on Zahagen's stern. If any place. Oh no. Oh god, they got another hit. They got a hit on the victory. Okay, Bulkhead 7's walls have... Yeah, Bulkhead 7 is finally broken, which means we just need to do either Bulkhead 8, 9 or 10 on the Zahagen, and then Zahagen goes down to flooding. Oh, Alvarez has just taken a hit. A bad one. Yep, Zahagen is going down now. So I'm going to increase speed and we're going to go for Lutzow. Okay, who's slowing us down now? Botafogo. You're slowing us down due to running out of fuel, so unslow us down, please. So yeah, the Lutzo isn't gonna make it, most likely. Though that 111-inch hit to the Pedro Alvarez was bad. Yeah, by shrapnel damage, it's destroyed the port side forward 3.1 mount. And then we're also somehow our 5-inch guns didn't get affected by it. Like the shell hit here, fragments went out everywhere, and it's killed. It killed. Hold on a second. You got. $1,053. Take 1017. Yeah, that 111-inch shell took out. Took out 36 people from the Pedro Alvarez. Huh? Oh. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna let those two cruisers go for now. Just because they're causing unnecessary damage to one of my ships. Three months of preheater. That can wait, I guess. Yeah, we don't have enough tonnage out in the Pacific for that. Sepultura, you're coming out of Porto. Magellan, you're going to come out of Keelung. Just as yeah, it gives the Pacific a boost with one good battleship there. Battle cruisers, we're getting them late. I'm aware of that, and I'm saddened by that because I love battle cruisers. So we've recommissioned Dreadnought. Recommissioned her, which now means that she is going to be heading immediately out to go and hopefully lead the Tsingtao invasion. And then we get Kirchhoff Bay becoming ours. And yeah, all goes well. Okay, oil discovery in a nation that's independent. Okay. Yes, our nations will be powerful allies if we work together. That will be the quickest way for you to get from Bella to Tsingtao. You gonna take Pacific? Or are you gonna be going the... Yeah, you're gonna be going the way of across the Atlantic. Right-ho, right-ho. While we're here, I'm gonna start the refit of the Mozambique torpedo boats, because these guys do need refit. They do be needing a refit, you know. Like 99% of my navy, they do be needing a refit. Quince, advance. (18-inch) twin mounting. Twin mounting torps. The gun got upgraded to Mark III. These things are still running steam basic engines. That's how... That's how much of an antique this design is. That's also how crammed up I had to make this thing as well. That we're... Right, 27 knots. 27 knots and a range increase. Okay, so the Mozambiques, the plucky little gunboat, they're ready for more. Yeah, they're ready for more action now. And I guess I'll get a refit prepared for the Manuel 2s, because they're going to be coming back home once this war is over, and if they can come back home to a fresh, new rebuild that essentially revitalizes the ships and makes them makes them even more effective boats again, more effective boats. That's it's going to be a lot of good. I guess you could still keep your superstructure mounted set of guns. The torpedoes get immediately revamped to the new 18-inch type. Get electro-hydraulic, you get cat ballistic across the board. You get an updated citadel, you get updated all of this stuff. And even the glorious Krupp. The glorious Krupp armor, you get somewhat downgraded in funnel capacity. By now you're stuck with a twin funnel setup. But if I can push you guys to 20. Nah, push you to 18 knots. Then we are gold. Now remove all the 2-inch. Ah, I wasn't supposed to remove the tower. But I guess we go with a small tower. And your ridge tower gets cut down as well, but your range gets increased. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Then Angola will be next, but yeah, let's refit the torpedo boats that can be refit right now. Do their refits, then we're going to have Sepultura continue construction whilst those refits are going on, then we'll have Avocado should continue as well. screen's done. Yep. I'm gonna hit agree, I guess, but I guess now we hit the lights on the invasion of Georgia. So we're gonna retake Georgia regardless, I guess. Okay, so naval invasion going on. Port strike happening again. Good. You're still in the Mediterranean. I guess the ship doesn't have the range, but right. Still suspend. You still got 2 months. I guess they do still have 2 months. Right, we have... Okay, the torpedo boats are out, that's good. Also some good news as well is... What was it? The torpedo boats are just out now. And the battle cruisers, we have them now. That's good. Battle cruisers. Woo! An actual woo, but I'm tired because they've attacked my province, everyone. Oh. Everyone who's not actually at sea right now. It's in being. To defend mode, actually. Right, we can build up to 30,000 tons now. That's 30,000 deep load. I think once this is done, I guess I'll move main fleet into Novorossiysk. For now, anyway. Wait, I'm coming undone. Irate, I'm coming undone. Too late, coming undone. Move vessels. Yep. Another port strike there. France and China are at war again. No surprises at that statement. So we got a few more turns left there. Oh, we're going to go bankrupt. Actually, no. Keep you at 70. I'm going to bring you down. Yeah. Oh, shit! Hey! Germany? Are you sure you're going to be able to invade that? Right. Well, good news. We can't yet. What season are you currently in? Apparently not the Yellow Sea. Okay, I just need to hold out 2 turns. 2 turns for the invasion of Georgia. Then we go and give the old 1-2 to that German formation. Your 1-2 kill you. Thank you. Alright. There. Oh. Right. Yep, they're not even... Right, German Empire, naval invasion of Kansu Bay. Kansu Bay. Ah! That's our transport capacity! That's probably why we've been bankrupt. Our transport capacity has gone all skewy, fucked up. Right, so got that invasion that's just gone through. Thank you. Ah, so their fleet has moved down here. So, yeah, you got 3 cruisers, a battleship, and well, yeah, a few cruisers, 3 light cruisers, I think it is. Okay. So the Angola is leading. Got the light cruisers following up the rear, and then the torpedo boats. Yeah, we are not going to fight. Ugh, what the hell? Is it use the Angola as a bloody pincushion? Oh, Heligoland. Heligoland seemed on paper more scary than Zahagen, but Heligoland can't actually penetrate. Can't actually penetrate through in Peru's entire belt this time. We got horrid Mark 1 guns on here, so we're going to be in a situation of if we try to actually fight, but yeah, he's gone. The Heligoland is next, I guess you can say. Oh, Heligoland has British battlecruiser. One. There was only one splash, though. Where'd the other 2 turrets go? I don't think it matters. The Heligoland is most definitely going down. Or going to go down. Oh yeah, we need to keep our distance a tad bit more. The garage bay is going down. Garage bay's going down. Alright, turn the Angola. Magdeburg. The Giselle. And the Kohlberg. They are probably going to die themselves. Although Alvarez and the Victoria, though, are getting a little too, Okay. Haha, Germany, you couldn't even score a hit when my ships were being incompetent. Right. So, yeah, oh, okay, they did actually score hits against the Victoria and Alvarez, but not really that bad of hits. Okay, so Georgia is now ours. Do the Germans have any ships? 2 light cruisers. 2 light cruisers aren't going to be able to invade Novorossiysk. I'm going to pull the ships into Novorossiysk, go get them fixed up, and then I'll send them home to Porto. Or at least get the ones that need fixing up fixed up. Send them back to Porto. By that time as well, the Tura will be out. Sepultura will be out. Got the Veta preheater, Mark 1 15-inch guns. Where are the 2 German lights at? They're not in Tsingtao, not around Tsingtao. Oh, there they are. They're off Yarmouth. Like, Yarmouth, Grimsby, Hull sort of area. They are there. Alvarez. And I guess I'll have to suspend you for a turn just so then we can get the Sepultura out. So Sepultura is now out, which means that now all focused in terms of new builds can go to Avocado's battleship. Right. Mark 3 6-inch. The invasion of Kiacha Bay is going to go through this next turn. Unsuspend, can I unsuspend all three? I can! Glorious! Glorious, and then I can, I guess as well, do the last two Mozambiques. Last two Mozambiques, those repairs are done. And then the Manuel 2s, yeah, the Manuel 2s both need to go in for there. Manuel 2 can, the other one's gonna have to wait. No, it's not Manuel 2, it's Botafogo that goes in first. Right. Kiacha Bay is ours, their other invasion has failed. So, you guys move into Sabesi. The Mozambique original design is goner now. Botafogo is going to go in for its rebuild. We got one more torpedo boat that needs its rebuild. We got other Botafogo class as well, so Manual 2 herself, so that's good. Like we are for once now able to put our priority into getting the ships up to date. So, our plan, I don't know what it is exactly, but hopefully by the end of it, we should have a modernized fleet. Modernized fleet, and I'm going to see as well about light cruiser stuff and really see if we have the ability to do new light cruisers. We're going to take Western Samoa, the Faroe Islands, and a whole bunch of... Oh, just Western Samoa and a whole bunch of money, I guess. So yeah, the last of the Mozambiques, Mozambique 21, is going to get refit. Send you in. The original Manual 2 design is gone. I'm going to plan and Gola's refit, but I'm not actually going to activate it until we've done with other refits. So what's the free games this? Okay, Epic's free game is... One of them is actually one I've been wanting to try out for a while, so... I guess, thank the heavens that it's there. Right. Just doing that while the loading screen is going on, but now the loading screen is over, we have a whole, and I mean a whole host of upgrades that we need to put on this thing. No, hydro, not electric. Balanced, shaft 1, croup 1, barbette 3, anti-torp 2, double bottom, citadel 2, anti-flood 2, increased AP, capped, ballistic on both, upgrade the gun marks, yep, and then you get the twin 5-inch upgrade. Twin 5-inch upgrade. You get the 2-inch removal that the other ship, the Manuel's got. Don't want to up the tower. I am going to up the towers. Up the towers to the better variants. The ship is going to be now turned into a twin turret ship. Sorry, twin funnel ship. But can you fit it? If it were built like that, yes, but no. And so it's going to be a couple more 5-inch guns up on the platform there. And it's 2-inch. So yep. The Angola is now updated to more fit in with what we as a nation can do right now, because okay. There, and I do only realise now we only have one armoured cruiser. That's like, I probably then do want to see what we have armoured cruiser wise then, hull wise, but or maybe are we at the point though that it's better off just waiting until you know, looks like you're getting another set of massive changes to you. Your bridge crews are finally getting an enclosed bridge. Or at least your forward bridge crew are finally getting an enclosed bridge. The stern bridge crew have had an enclosed one for a while now. So yeah, you're down 2 guns now. But I guess that's a tiny bit of a price to pay for all the improvements that have been put on. These light cruisers are what we started the campaign with. These were the only ships we had for a long time. It was these, then it was the Mozambiques, then it was... Then we got the Manuel 2s in Angola. Then Pedro Alvarez, then the new light cruisers, then the newer torpedo boats. Yeah, it went from there, really. The 18-inch, but the biggest thing is that these things are now going to be able to go 22 knots, which being able to go 22 knots is going to do wonders to improving their service lives. Okay, so Angola can go in and not compromise our dockyard capacity and stuff like that, which is good. Okay. Better invest it in the GDP there, matey. Right, so we don't need as much there anymore. We don't need anyone and everyone on sea control, so anyone and everyone is to limited now. Okay, so one of the battleships that'll refit, next turn will be, I think, the others that'll refit. Okay, so that's the battleships now out, which is good. Yeah, I can take the hit there. So both of your designs there, and then the other 5 of you go in for this refit. So the United States of America have broken their alliance with us. Oh well. That's all I had to say, really. Alright. So we actually do have the tonnage. I'm going to send the only surviving armoured cruiser in for refit. In for refit, and it's got to be a good enough refit that this thing can not die when it sees a battle cruiser. Good luck. Good luck, me. Yeah, this thing's gonna die as soon as it sees a battle cruiser. I want to try and get 24 knots out of this thing in its refitted state. No whisper or whatsoever. This thing has to do 24 knots. Has to, or it's dead. Pretty much. Pretty much nothing more, nothing less to say. I'm going to keep the torpedo protection the same. I'm going to double bottom up this ship. You are being down caliber to 8s. That is going to... It's going to be like the consequence of me speeding you up. Speeding you up for safety... For your safety. To guess an inch there. 5-inch guns are going to get removed. You're going to get, place of them, a couple extra 3.1-inch guns. Like, this is, I think, literally the only way that this ship is going to have a chance. Like, this is her fighting chance against the battle cruiser, her being 24 knots. By fighting chance, I mean, as long as we know that the battle cruiser is coming, she can run. She can run for the fucking hills. And then it's Pedro Alvarez next. think we can fit in the Alvarez. Can we? Well, the Alvarez is going to be one of the easier refits because we don't have to like move around the main gun models at least. Nor do we have to move around the secondary guns, which is good. Cat ballistic. Okay, so the Alvarez in this refit is mostly going to be not 28, 18. Although, could we hit 20? We can hit 20. We can hit 22 knots with the Pedro Alvarez in its current state, which I'm happy with. I'm going to remove those 3.1s because those 3.1s have not been any use to us. So yeah, Alvarez. Is ready for more service. Okay. Yeah, Alvarez can also go in, so that's good. I think right now everything else is decent enough. Kasagi maybe. Yeah, Kasagi is gonna be refit because she kind of does need a refit, and we haven't been able to refit her at all yet. Something about other stuff, right? So I'm gonna do a 6-month program of dockyard construction as well, but the Kasagi is going to be next in the refit list because I think we need to definitely get her design sorted out. So first off, wing turrets are no more. Going 13.5-inch guns. You're going both of these barbettes on low profile. Serious? You like that there, and can I cheese it with the barbette being there? Please say I can. Please say I can. Because this thing really, really does need it. Oh, come on. If I put you closer, will you freaking work for me now? You'll work like that. Okay, I guess Kasagi isn't worth saving. That's my identification of the situation. Kasagi isn't worth saving, and her resources can be used better. Kawashi, sorry, can't be used, and her resources would be better used elsewhere. That elsewhere being something that we should have built fucking ages ago. And it's one of the best things humanly possible to build for a navy. You've all guessed it. The battlecruiser! Come on. Why did you think I wasn't going to do a battlecruiser? So this is the Macaw. And the Macaw is going to be, well, she's going to be the battle cruiser that begins the new navy, the new era of the navy. 28 knots. I guess we go with a small tower actually. "28 knots, twin funneled. Twin funneled. The 13.5-inch gun. As seen on our previous ships, well, our previous ship, Sepultura. Is there like a small base barbette just for... So I know there is for small guns. Is there just like one that then has this gun on a slightly higher but not completely super firing level? I think I already know the answer to that, and that is no. Oh, that would have been cool though. So we got it set up like this for now, and if it doesn't work, then we can always just remove the turret at the back there, like we did on the battleships. TNT Cordite, Electrohydro. I already know I want the belt as heavy as the belt will go. We're going to go 6-inch extendeds, a 4-inch deck and 2 extendeds. A 4-inch superstructure, the 8-inch conning tower is normal. 15, 15, 4. I'm not screwing around here. This ship is going to be powerful. This ship is going to instill fear in our enemies. This ship is, like I said, gonna be the new era. The new era of the Portuguese Navy. This thing is going to be called the Macaw, and it's going to be the best ship we have produced so far. Right. So, probable thing with Macaw would be to lower the beam. Yeah, that's gonna have to be a thing we do, is lower the beam. Lower the beam, sort out the secondary guns. Again. Okay, so Macaw is going to have a slightly lower range, I guess. You know what? No, Macaw is going to use the 12-inch gun. 12-inch is going to be a little less on our resources, I guess. A little less on our resources. We're definitely going to be armoured. Wait, no! No, keep the 13.5s, because there's that one gun to remove. I, idiot, forgot about that one gun that we could just immediately remove for weight reduction. Macaw, everyone. The new battle cruiser. The battle cruiser that is going to make us a more feared navy than we already are feared. Now, Macaw is there as a design. It's 25,000 tons, so it's going to be... I can fit two Macaws to be built. And so I'm going to build 2 Macaws. Okay, they don't want to ally, so... You're going to be mothballed as a base for now, and I think we might just get rid of you. I'm not entirely sure yet, but... It's the Chinese one, right? We're just gonna get rid of the Chinese one as well. So yeah, we have the macaws on the way. We have a whole bunch of other good stuff on the way. All that will be seen in the next episode, though. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again. Silent Service Go on Silent.